We are here once again, and Memobi Akwaba. So we'll share some video we are. It is during a time say His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ever suspended the Chief Justice, Madam Gertrude. But so far, there is no official story. If official release about Bontia, me the baba to Jamamo. But rumors see air cosono. The NPP, the minority, hold the press conference or more call it on a handful. Any asofo say omumbra mekasa na say His Excellency John Dramani Mahama air plan say obe suspend the Chief Justice. No mumbra mekasa enti asa de no. So that His Excellency John Dramani Mahama will not continue with whatever he wants to do. In the NPP for press conference and a minority no, and someone about canon. So if you know how politics at say Ghana ha na or say minority organize a press conference and then they speak on a rumor, it tells you that probably they have some source, okay, because they are also in government. Oh yeah, they are also in government. Probably no, they've heard from source. Say BBC BBC, and so quickly a press conference and all that, so we understand what's going on. It is likely that and there Ochina the Chief Justice will be suspended. Okay. Now this message I may it is for Ahimfo. Any especially a software ABR you not realize the game NPP for a play. Mobeti na moya mo adwen se mo be kase tia His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. The constitutional rights, okay, the constitutional duty, because the constitution talks about it. Very simple. Whatever is going on in this country is very simple. It is not something out of the constitution. And yeah, they be say unconstitutional. Ghana Constitution Article 146 etre say Chief Justice ye susu say and ankrofo bi susu say we di omo bone waye bibi etre say position now or hold it as a Chief Justice no, and same fatase will be hold this position now. Clearly, those people can petition so that she will be removed or she will be suspended or whatever. Process is not lining out clearly. Article 146 here making down now read here. Process is not lining out clearly. Say petition never better president anymore. He should do this, he should do this. President na process is not so can say at any point in time of the process, the president can decide to suspend the Chief Justice for the process to continue. And so saying that about say His Excellency John Dramani Mahama was suspended the Chief Justice. Now enya de bi etiamra. Nti we yesofo. Now we your hene. Now koko tie the NPP for kan. Now ba begu wanimu asia. Ebeda wa awoso. But then again, this is not even my case. You see, under President Akufo-Addo ni 8 years, right? One of the things that make us sit here the fact say the previous Mahama government na asofo to me organize a press conference but under President Akufo-Addo they all went silent. Was one of my issues. One of the things that make us sit here under President Akufo-Addo yanti munkan. It is His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ababium. Nende or yeah, ne constitutionally mandated duty. Namo Philly said, this is the time you also speak. One here, people will treat you as politicians, and you all know how politicians are treated in this country. Hey? Because yabo asofudin, yabo ahimfudin, you know, I am going to read the Bible to you today. Obetin semwase. Mimi ye Christoni, I have told you, I believe in the Bible because the Bible is a living word. Bibi biara ye throw a Bible, no be because the Bible is a history book. No problem. But every single thing that was written in the Bible still continues to happen. And so the Bible is a living word. So you can take some portion of the Bible to apply it to your life. Inti because as software ewa same way muniti no me read the Bible at all. Now we adia air koso. Let me give you a scenario, okay? Now, that scenario no na me debeye me basis of this meme argument. Me katre asofo na ahemfo ne say momum fi NPP for no. Let me give you. We were in this country where the then minority in parliament, a nuisance tax, I have an e-levy. In parliament, in fact, before the e-levy in Ukraine, there was budget, okay? Before e-levy in Semnebebano, there was budget. NPP for Ebabe Redi budget. The minority raised issues with the budget because now NPP for the nuisance taxes to say e-levy Ebaba Beto Ghana for so. It's a minority no rejected budget. NPP for the majority then went to the Supreme Court. And the Supreme Court say minority for no more rejected budget no. Now omo numbers and so say womo betumi rejected the budget into Supreme Court in bon semningu. Indeed, the Supreme Court ebo assembly guye. Say indeed na minority for numbers and so NPP for buy and mbabe impose the e-levy on Ghanaians. The same thing happened when they passed the e-levy. That time no. Now womonso numbers are womo de pass ye and so to say mbra na minority rejected budget na Supreme Court ejitu mu no. Inti what happened? Adia abaye de bot no and one else de boba. So the NDC led by Okujato Ablakwa and some other MPs went to the Supreme Court and they told the Supreme Court say, "Oh, send your budget, ye rejected budget ah. Mobo yasemgu ye send your numbers and so and the MPP fonso ababe passi e-levy no. Omonso numbers and so science no asem no monso mon frena mombo e-levy ningu." Guess what happened? Up till ende. Yes, the Supreme Court didn't call the matter. Up till ende, Supreme Court and friends. So this is going to be my case study. So clearly, there was an injustice against the minority then at the NDC. Because asemwaba, we the end there, now one person will be friend. Clearly an injustice. Meka we actually a software na muntie de ye kana mo bekwa akotie MPP for ayese mo bekasa ama MPP for no. Meka we ama mo ana meka we actually mo. If you read the Bible and you are reading the major prophets and all the prophets, you realize one thing. You be analytical, you be realize it bibi. Say most often during the times of the prophets no. Nyankopon sheda suma prophets no, most of them say wamomra mbe woni Israel for because that time na Israel for di bone. Nti nyame tumi suma momra mbe woni Israel for na Israel for ni di bone. So man sesa me di omo be konkwa asumu. Nti wo hwe the prophet Jeremiah Nyankopon tumi ma wo de saa de ne ye de hye eye nintwi kon a ye de lock omo no. Nyankopon tumi ma wo de hye ne kon e de atre Israel for say saa nkwa asumu sei na mema mo akom. Wo hwe Nyankopon the issue he had with Israel for ni na wo mo konkwa asum ni mu a one of the main issues na ye injustice. The fact that in penyimfo a na ye de omo atototo positions ewo Israel ho no. The fact say omo di asem a omo ndi ne pepepe, it was one of the issues a Nyankopon or have with the people of Israel. Into injustice, you need to speak against it. The case study I have given to you, Sisiano, shows clearly injustice. NPP for thereby would be more, NDC thereby no, Mwendi, one free case no, clearly injustice. It is ende, Senyankopon webu for show, eba, the Chief Justice so. Hena one yes inti dia. And I shall now one year obstacle because unim say Nyankopon bu for show obian to me stop it. So yourself now would allow it to play out. This is not the time for you to come out and come and be pleading for the Chief Justice. And you say, and you say. Allow it to play out. Let me read the Bible. Me say me a Christian. Let me read the Bible so you understand. Say, yeah, kasa. And you say, yes, sorry, kekeni. Yeah, Kasa. I am reading the Bible so you understand what God. When me reading Micah keke. You understand what God. Or the year Israel for. Now what you say? Is it not the same thing that is happening? I am reading from Micah chapter 3 verse 8, right? Micah 3:8. I'll say, but as for me, the Lord fills me with spirit and power and gives me a sense of justice and courage to tell the people of Israel what their sins are. Into Micah, and I walk and say, Media, Yankopon Mame Akukudro, any ahonding, say Israel for Bonia Womudi, no main control, or a bonnet bang any. I say, listen to me, you rulers of Israel, you that hate justice and turn right into wrong. I say, Montieme, Israel for impenium for. Mon pepe yo asem ye we anam de akwakoto we asem we de ba mudi we de ba mo pese mo be di ama no montie me sa de na mo ye no e ade bia e de nyankopon bu fo hye we be ba mo so. I say you are building God's city Jerusalem on a foundation of murder and injustice. Usi nyame oman usi nyame city. Inti Ghana, you see, Ghana, no, we are building this country on the foundation of murder and injustice. This is what the Bible is saying about injustice. The city's rulers govern for bribes. The priest interprets the law for pay. Just say, for your friend, say, Mumbedi asem na. Or hey, oh, media me MPP ni inti me nko kamo omo because me kamo omo we are be pay back kakre bia mame. And no work no. The priest interprets the law for pay. On hwemu nka no kware no MPP fo adwane aba ne ho nti obekasa momo hwemu se asem MPP fo kan nyansa wom. I say the prophets give their revelations for money and they all claim that the Lord is with them. No harm will come to us, they say. The Lord is with us. And so because of you, Zion will be plowed like a field. Jerusalem will become a pile of ruins and the Temple Hill will become a forest. So since I did na mu yeninti, mo asofo mo nka no kware ye dwane ba mo ho no oh we na me supporting to me nke bi ma no sa ade na mo ye no mo ahwe yi a wo man ne bebo nyankopon be ma wo man na bo. This is what the Bible is saying in Micah. That same Micah, I'm going to read another verse so you understand what's going on. Anye bia no your software bisa ho say die ntia and asem say aba yenka bi nhemu yin bi mfiri mu na MPP for adwane aba mo ho say be MPP for mo no make Kasama Chief Justice MPP for na Kasama Chief Justice to your software ana oye ohene a bisa ho sa question no die ntia na MPP for adwane aba mo ho enya MPP for no mo ka so mo ye mranim for omutumi yusu mrani biom. Why are they running? The same Micah chapter 6, verse 8. Let me read through. I say, no, the Lord has told us what is good. Tio, I say, Yankopon waka adia eye atreyen adeben. What he requires of us is this: to do what is just. Yankopon waka adia eye atreyen. Adia Yankopon pref epe efri ye ho and say. Pepe yo adie na ese ya eyesi enye se ya enye se di aba ya debo techi no eno na wo se debo ba. Based on this case study media mamo be some say the judiciary in this country and the chief justice for that matter, was she or has the judiciary and the Supreme Court been just with the NDC party? A very simple case study very simple. Based on that case study, have they been just? And the Bible is talking. Or say the Nyankopon pay free no. To be just. One of the things. That's why I told you say, share Bible nim. Omwa embra Nyankopon ma Israel for konkwa sumu. One of the issues and Nyame raise it here womo the fact that they were not just. The leaders were not just. The same Micah, the same Micah, chapter 7. I see Israel's moral corruption. It is hopeless. I am like a hungry person who finds no fruit left on the trees and no grapes on the vines. All the grapes and all the tasty figs have been picked. There is not an honest person left in the land. No one loyal to God. Everyone is waiting for a chance to commit murder. Everyone hands down his own people. They are all experts at doing evil. Officials and judges ask for bribes. The influential person tells them what he wants, and so they scheme together. NPP4, because they are influential, they are telling you what they want, and so they want you guys to scheme together to come and speak against the Mahama government. Yeah. Enough said. I'm not going to continue reading, but enough said. If you are listening to me, or your software, if you are listening to me, or your hene, sit this one out. Mr. Sit this one out. Let the NPP deal with their own issues. Let them deal with their own issues. Sit this one out. For crying out loud, for God's sake, sit this one out. Don't try to your comment box with that.